Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Parlor Talk, episode 17. We have a really special edition tonight. We have the 4 a.m. crew all the way from New York City that's calling in today. And first up, this guy doesn't really need much of an introduction, but my man, Chris Bachmann, DJ, entrepreneur, traveling DJ, just all around good guy. Chris, how you doing, man? Welcome to Parlor Talk.
Whoop, whoop. Hang on, Chris. You're muted. Hang on.
Hold on, we're going to unmute you. You got to do it again.
All right.
All right. Chris Bachmann, everyone.
Thanks for the great introduction. I'm not that nice though, but I'll do the best.
It's awesome, man. Welcome on the show. We're really excited to have you here. How's everything going with you? You guys hanging in there? You quarantined, right?
Yeah, I'm bunkered down in my house here in New Jersey and helping out my parents who live right outside Philadelphia, and just taking advantage of the time I have and getting rid of a lot of crappy music in my folders.
Yeah, that's what
organizing the hard drives, right? I don't need 30 songs of Katy Perry.
Yeah. No, that's funny, man. So yeah, we wanted to talk a little bit about. I mean, for those that are watching that don't really know, about Chris Bachmann, man, give us like the 1 minute, because I know you do a lot of different things, including traveling, all over the country, DJing. And then you got your hands in the 4 a.m. stuff too. So I think we want to hear a little bit about both.
Yeah, so I've been doing this for 20 years now. Wow, I'm old. This became a hobby when I first started in high school and college, and then it became a career, and then was on the radio for 4 years on KTU, and then did some production, landed up in New York, and then just met the right people, and the rest is history. Then been working with 4am now for 3 years as their event director and one as their featured DJs, and just doing some cool stuff in regards of putting together new projects and new venues and new avenues to create more content and more fun, and just the new generation of bringing new DJs, but also creating our own content, I guess, is the way to go. Just not showing up and DJing anymore, but actually creating something, creating a brand, creating a style, creating who you are, a marketing style as well.
Yeah, I love that. And I think it's beyond important now in this digital age to be able to establish all that. And it needs that much attention that, a guy like yourself, as talented as you are, putting energy into that. I think that's fantastic. That's a fantastic move for the 4 a.m. guys. And I know we work a lot with a lot of people on the crew, including yourself. So we're just excited to have you on today and just want to kind of chop it up a little bit, man.
No, this is great. It's, like I said, all this downtime, we get to do things like this now and like reconnect with everybody. And I think it's a good time for all DJs, people in the industry, just to, take a step back and reevaluate everything and get connected with everyone you want to get connected with, and start building these bridges and roads to hopefully an amazing summer. Hopefully by June. That's what we're praying for.
Yeah,
right?
that's what everyone's looking for.
Let's have some fun, right? Keep building now.
Yeah.
It'll be here. I have hope.
Yeah, we're all super positive about it. We're looking forward to this upcoming season. It's going to be really important, I think, for everyone.
Especially with us now working with you guys too on some projects. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and something like this helps us build those bridges like we were talking about, put us back in together and reconnect.
Right. 1,000%. And you made a really good point about just like having the time. And, this is just a very unique time in everyone's lives where everyone's accessible, right? And I think it's our importance because of our network and your network to get people's messages out there and things for, like, give people a platform to just like get to know Chris Bachmann, get to know some of these other people that we're bringing on that otherwise it would take a month or two to get them on schedule. And now people
you're right. Every day is a Monday. So
right.
It's great. There's no weekend gigs. There's no, I got to drive here now and meet someone. We're all home together now.
Yeah,
right?
It's not like, does your schedule permit? It's like, so before lunch or after lunch? When do you wake up?
Sure. I actually showered today for you guys. So
oh, dude, that's awesome. So talk to me a little bit about, I know you have a huge presence out in the Hamptons, and that's first of all, a very unique gig out there, but maybe talk to us a little bit about that.
Hamptons, I've been out there now for 15 years. Got hooked up with a guy named Eddie McDonald from years ago who runs the Mac agency out in Vegas now, does a lot of bookings for MGM Park and like On the Record and all those places. So he got my feet wet there, and I just became like, there's a staple out there. cool story was I was doing a random party at a pool for a mansion. A lady found me named Robin Kearse. I was like, yo, you're good? I go, thanks. Here's my card. Never thought anything about it. 2 months later, she called me. She goes, you want to try out to be the official DJ for Hamptons Magazine? I DJ for the Williams sisters, Serena and Venus. I did a great job, and the rest is history. So now I've been with the magazine now for 7 years and get connected out there with all their celebrity events. I've been blessed to DJ for like Bobby Flay and Jamie Foxx, and I do Brooke Shields' party and Heidi Klum, and then that just built to all these other spots. So it's just, like I said, you never know who's listening. I guess that's my advice. So if you get an opportunity, I know some people that go through the motions, like pretend you're DJing for, 1,000 people out there. There's only 100 people out there because you need one person to hear you, and then you never know what's going to happen.
That's killer advice for any of the young bucks out there that are listening. People just interested in the industry, man. You never know, right? Look where it landed you, man.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at you guys in two leather chairs. Who would have thought?
Yeah, right.
It's the Parlor, man. Welcome.
I think
And
we've all
Teague,
been.
How great was Teague? That was so much fun, right?
Oh man, can't wait for it to reopen, man. I love Teak. Teak's one of those places where that just has happened quite a few times where you just play the right stuff. I've booked weddings out of there when there's 20 people in the room.
Absolutely.
And it's just like, sometimes it just happens. So you always just got to bring your A game no matter what.
Sure. That's what I tell people. Always bring the A game and read your crowd.
Yep.
Don't play for yourself. Read the goddamn room. That's the only advice I have.
Yep.
So I say, just read the room.
That's funny. So we've been asking and talking to a lot of different DJs out here. Are you on TikTok? And are you do you have one? Do you make TikToks? Do you watch it? What do you like?
I as someone that just turned 40, I don't mind saying that. I tried TikTok, lasted about 14 seconds. I deleted the app. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I tried it, and it's, I don't know, name an old fart. I don't care, but I just like, I don't like it. I tried. I did though. I didn't
Fair.
even try.
No. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm with you. I have an account. Still haven't posted anything. It's been about 2 months.
Yeah, trying to figure out what works on the platform is a whole different thing. But yeah, one thing like Chris and I have been doing is, you always say like, yeah, I'd be able to read the room, and we're fortunate to do some places that have a lot of college kids, and a lot of their songs are breaking on TikTok, and that's where they're getting big before they jump over to Spotify. So
Wow.
we've been
That's interesting to know that. Wow.
yeah. So just anyone out there that's listening, and to you, Chris, too, there's some jams that are going viral on TikTok, like just underground shit that that's rocking right now for younger crowds, man. And so that's
now. Did you see that report about TikTok might have been breached and getting your data? I don't know if I read that somewhere or.
Welcome to
mistaken.
2020.
maybe.
Yes. I guess everything.
Yes, they did. I think their development is out of China, so that's probably, cause for concern.
Fantastic.
But, like everything else in 2020, just don't put too much personal information on it. Just keep it as vague as you can. Like that's what I try and tell everyone. And if you're using an Android, good luck.
What's an Android?
No, that's good, man. What so right now, like just music wise, what are you really digging? Do you have any like favorite artists? Do you have any favorite tracks right now that are really moving you? Or
You know what, man? I love being able to work with the guys from 4 a.m. and like Rick and Chachi and all those guys and Danny Beatbreaker, and I love the remixes they're producing, and we do a lot of stuff with like Headliner Music Club and DJ City, and I just like right now I like playing classics that with some new grooves to it. It's almost like that 90s, early 2000s vocals and vibe, but with new beats over it. I think that really resonates with that 20 to 40 gap where I think that's where you want to be, where it's like, even like a room like we're talking about the Teak, that would be like perfect. We could play for everyone. It's that's I know the song, like I don't know if you guys heard my live stream on Friday for Hamptons Magazine, but I played all playing like Mojo and Gypsy Woman and all that stuff.
Yep.
So it's cool.
and
It was some different beats over it.
no, and I love that.
I'm really into right now.
And I see that on the record pools, at least, like the music that's coming out is a lot of the mashups and bootlegs and edits are, older vocals new like future house beat.
Yep.
Oh, it's perfect. Like that disco house, like not too techy, like that sexy where you want to be 125 BPMs, like that Duke Dumont, Medusa, like that feel good vibe. And I think right now with all the shit going on, we want that feel good music.
Yeah, it's super important because that's the stuff that's like in people's lives, right? Like if I'm walking around the house working on something, I have a Spotify playlist going on, always listening, jamming into something.
Oh yeah, I got a playlist for everything. I got my shower mix, my kitchen mix, about to go to bed mix. It's always there.
So what's on your shower mix playlist?
Oh, that's personal stuff. That's like Neil Diamond. Some good classic rock, Nirvana. I love Nirvana. That's my Nirvana. Alice in Chains.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots, like
Preach.
That grunge rock. We can have a whole show about that. We'll talk all day about who's better, Kurt Cobain or Eddie Vedder. We'll discuss that stuff. I don't mind that.
We could definitely talk about that for sure. You mentioned before that you did a live stream because you're the official DJ for Hamptons Magazine, right?
Hamptons Magazine, yep. Gotham Magazine, Modern Luxury, Manhattan Magazine. I used to be the resident. I still work with Ocean Drive Magazine in Miami. So it's the branch owned by Modern Luxury, and they own all those different magazines. So I get to play for all those different streams.
Yeah, which is awesome. And so, how was your live stream experience? Would you go live again?
In a heartbeat. And being lucky to have a studio with 4 a.m. We have the technology where we tap right in with an app called Amplitude, and plugs right into your phone, right into the mixer, and you guys can check out the live stream if you guys want to. I'll plug it. I don't mind being that way. You go to Hamptons Mag on Instagram and click on their live video. It's still up there, and you can check it out. It's just great when the quality sounds great and it's done right. You can do a great live stream. There's a lot of these DJs that don't have the right, I guess, technical equipment is playing and it sounds kind of that staticky, kind of staticky, blurry music. And that's
right.
when it's not so great. But if you do it right, though, it's so much fun. And actually, they want me to do it again in a couple of weeks. Where we had a phone conversation. That's how well it went.
Yeah, that's fantastic, man. Like I tuned in for a little bit. I was loving the beats, and I think it's good. Like I see a lot of guys that are going live every single day, and while I appreciate and applaud the effort, I feel like it kind of dilutes yourself a little bit. If you're live streaming yourself 4, 5, 6, 7 hours a week, that's a lot. But I like how you're partnering with a brand to kind of like make it special.
I think if you go once a week, I think that's the perfect amount. So, or maybe twice the most. I wouldn't want to DJ every day because then it's almost like oversaturated.
Right.
I think, and like not making it as fresh. But if you put like a great set once a week, why the hell not? I love to do it every Friday. I might do it every Friday. So people look forward to it. I play different songs, different kind of grooves. Maybe do a throwback '90s hip hop, which is awesome. I love it. Fuck it, let's do a rock set while we're at it.
No, that's cool, and you're known for your being really versatile that way, and I love that shows in your sets, being able to play a wide range of music and not being afraid to kind of throw some curveballs, right? Maybe do that rock set, maybe play that throwback track that other people might not feel as comfortable. So I know
exactly because I tell people like if me and you, Brian, play the same songs right in the set, what are we doing? We're doing the same thing that you can do that I can do. So. Take a chance, man. It works. I played, I headlined HQ a bunch of times in Atlantic City. That's a big club for 1,000 people, and they're dancing to Papa Roach. Like, how can you beat that?
Right.
It works.
Right, and it takes a guy with your skill and knowledge and quite frankly, the guts to be confident and drop that track. So I think that's really that's cool, man. So
music is music.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say. If you could give a tip for any of the younger guys in here that look up to, the 4 a.m. crew, what would be like one or two just tips you could give like a young guy trying to kind of make his bones out there,
Okay, two great tips. If you're going to open, don't play Avicii Amigos. How's that? So when you do an opening set for the first hour, don't know your music and know your lane. So you want to play like good music, but you're not trying to play 130 BPMs and wah, 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 wah at 10:30 at night, because then I'm gonna throw you out of the booth.
Yeah.
So just play good music. Play some classics. Go like 5 years old. Go to 2015. Go to a 2016 crate. Play all that stuff that we're not going to play. Build that. You set the table. Okay, your appetizers, but good appetizers. I'm not trying to get pigs in a blanket and pizza bagels. Make some really good appetizer music. Set that table where we're all kind of hungry, and then I'll finish off with the main course. That's what I tell her. Just play good music, but don't think you're playing at Electric Daisy. Just play your role. And if you set the table right, that's the best way to get noticed.
So
you want DJs all the time.
You want like Angus sliders, Black Angus sliders. Is that what you're looking for?
I'm looking for maybe like a tuna tartare taco.
Okay.
And then maybe some sort of cheese dip of some sort.
But leave the full size taco for you.
Correct, but I want it to be tasty though. Don't give me the bland shit. Make a good appetizer. So this way, when I'm ready to go on, the crowd is already half full. So I can just finish it off, man.
Sprinkle a little salt on it.
It's pretty Salt Bay.
Boom.
Right there, buddy.
Love it. All right, second tip, go.
Second tip, be humble. And if you get an opportunity, don't ask how much money you make. Just take it. If you get a gig, hey, listen, you get to open in this dope room, just take it. Yes. Okay. And then so know your music and seize your opportunities and network. A lot of DJs, DJ for me and they don't talk. I'm like, well, you need to be personable. Yeah, some people are different. Some people are introverted. Some people have the greatest personality. I totally get it. But you want to seem like you're not like being a weirdo and like not talking to anybody. So do that happy medium. But don't be overly crazy either. I'm like, oh, you're the best, blah, blah, blah. And they'll keep hugging me and high five and make, hey, you want some shots? Like, no, we're good. Just that be yourself. And just that network, man. Those are two things. Know your music, know your role, know who you're working with. I think that's the best tips I can give anybody.
Yeah, and louder for the people in the back and the people that aren't listening right now, because that's invaluable tips and really consistent with what a lot of people are saying, that that's what it lacks right now. There's a sense of entitlement from some of these younger guys, because the reality is, and Chris, this is, you could be like gassed up on your Instagram with like 20,000 followers, but they could just be a bedroom DJ, and they don't know how to rock a room. So it's like it's kind of miscalibrated.
Sure, and just to tell everyone how I started, I was a bar back. All right, so I was a bar back at a nightclub. I was bringing beer up to I wasn't even the bartender. I had to stock the beer. That's how I started in this business. And I was a shitty DJ in my parents' basement, learning, but I wanted to get into the club. So I was 19 years old. At a place called Shout, and Bacardi Artie, who you had on the show, was the MC. And there was a DJ named Steve Bando, who was the main DJ, right? So I stuck by those two guys and never pushed it, and just learned and learned and learned and learned. And by the time I knew it, I went from barback to bartender to MC Bacardi's second guy to the resident DJ at the club. It took me 3 years to do that, but I started at the bottom of the barrel. And I got paid nothing. And then I carried people's records. Kirk Lopez, I carried his records 4 flights of stairs. And these were crates. These no laptop. These are 50-pound crates of milk crates. And I carried his damn records. And that's how I started. And that's how you start from. You don't get anything entitled.
Yeah,
work your way.
I think those are some great points. And like you see these guys and they're like, well, I want to get involved. But then they like don't take that initiative to get involved. And I think it's really important to actually do all those things and get involved and help people out. And if you want someone to, put you up for something, you need to put in the time to earn that.
Sure. But don't forget now, if you're like, I don't know, you have 300 songs on your computer, right, in a Serato box, and you can bring 15 people out to a club, you might get a shot now. So things have really changed, where it's like these promoter DJs that couldn't spin a dreidel can now get a DJ spot because they have 20 friends and maybe one guy will buy a bottle and then they train wreck the room and sound like shoes in a dryer.
And I see that a lot.
There's that weird where it was you needed some talent or know somebody. It's like, I got some 20 friends. And I got one friend who makes some money and they'll spend $1,000 on a bottle and get a set. So it's that weird situation right now with that as well.
And we just experienced that. We were at a prestigious Northeast nightclub, really well known. It's been around for a long time.
What club?
And
We're not going to call it out on there.
We're not going to call it out. It was just.
What does it rhyme with?
Hein. Rhymes with Hein. Anyway, so
okay.
so we're there, and we're there to support one of the headlining acts, and it was the exact situation we were just discussing. The guy was playing literally like Marshmallow Trap at 10:30 when the doors opened, and just like off the wall shit, and wasn't even mixing.
Yeah,
Was just
great.
just playing young. And this guy, this is one of the busier nights there. It was just really, really bizarre. And Chris and I, being active DJs that play a lot of different places, were just like shaking our heads because it was painful.
and we're like, how do you get this slot? I want to know how to get this slot. They're like, well, his friend, right over here, who's got the 15 kids at the DJ booth table, they bought a bottle.
Sure.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh, so this was at Hein in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Oh, I great.
So that was us, shaking our heads there. That was a mess, but wound up being a really good night, and
Yeah, we had fun.
It worked out. It's just the problem is the guy that we were there to see that played after him had to basically open the room for himself.
You had to reset the room. You had to reset the table. I hate that, man.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing is you're doing two jobs again. You're there to do the 2-hour headlining set. You should just play all your bangers. But it's hard to play bangers when everyone's already banged out from the first guy. And now the energy was too high. I can bring it back down again and then build it back up again. And it's like, come on, man.
So, and I couldn't agree with you. So if you had to describe your style as a DJ, Chris, would you say you're like more known as a hip hop guy, a house guy, open format? Like, how would you describe yourself?
Open format all the way. I've been doing this when for so long, and that's why I got all the bookings I got, is because I'm true to who I am, and that's why I can play anything. Even I can headline at HQ, and I can play Bar A. I can do a beach club in the Hamptons and play sexy house, and then go play Catch where I need to play hip hop majority of the night. So I'm a chameleon, man. Whatever I need to do, I can do, and as long as it's good music, though, I won't sell out and play songs I truly hate, man. Like I'm not gonna play Tatiana. I refuse to play that, or like really bad this like Pop Smoke. Like I don't get it, and maybe if you tip me $100, I'll throw it on. But I'm gonna stay true to who I am.
Right.
To play stuff that I just want to hear because it's worked this long, and I'm still getting booked, so I must be doing something right?
Yeah.
But true open format though. But I just want to play good music. I play when people say, "What do you play?" Good music. That's what I play. The answer is good music.
Love it. Straightforward, man. Yeah, you can't beat that. What's your preferred DJ setup right now? Like, if you got to pick on your rider, what you play on? What mixer, what decks?
Standard, man. Two CDJ 2000s and the Pioneer 900. That's whatever. I think that should be the standard, unless you're like a scratch guy. I know Scott and Rick really like the S9. They're more like turntablists, kind of like scratch back and forth. That's their thing. You'll talk to them next. But like when I'm doing like the open format, I love the CDJs. I love the way they feel. And the 900, the effects is that's my baby.
Yeah, I agree with you. The S9's a great mixer, but you only have 2 channels, and I think the worst part about it is they just don't hold up in the club. When you see them installed, they just get beat to hell. Way too fast.
That is true. But that fader, when you're cutting and scratching, it's the best fader I've ever used.
Yeah.
I mean, mine, like the paint is wearing off of it. So I know.
They get beat up pretty good. I think the 900 is like the Cadillac, though. Just keeps on running, right?
Yeah. And you've seen this before in New York City nightlife, is I've walked into venues where there's a Pioneer 900, Nexus one series that's got like, I don't know, let's call it 10 years on it. And the paint there is no paint. It's silver. It's supposed to be black. It's fucking silver. And
it still works.
And there's gummy bears on the channel upfaders, and
tequila.
Right, and like the knobs are wiggly, and the guy that's on before you is like, "Hey man, it's all yours, ready to go. This one's in good shape," and you're like, "What?" Because. And it's amazing how sometimes the venues don't always take care of their equipment. But then you realize, like in New York City, they have a DJ Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night,
Yeah.
Saturday night,
And
Sunday
5
night.
days a week, those things are getting abused.
Yep.
A lot of DJs, especially the opening guys, they don't give it. They don't give it as much as we do. Care for the equipment.
Yeah.
And I was taught to care for the equipment at the club like it was your own. You know, we respect the next DJ. So, you know, God forbid you spill a drink, you don't tell nobody, then he goes in there and it doesn't work. You don't want to be that guy, you know?
Yeah.
I've cleaned quite a few sticky CDJs up myself.
I bring wet wipes.
There you go. That's it, man. Hey, Chris Bachmann, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for hopping on the Parlor Talk tonight.
Sure. And let's tell people that we got going on the show this summer. Over at I know they're watching over there. I know Nancy and all the people at Ocean Place, but we'll be working together this summer down in Long Branch, people. So Class Kills 4am are teaming up to do some really cool stuff on the beach this summer. And once everything gets finalized, we'll start doing a big marketing campaign, and we can't wait to work with you guys this summer.
This is the announcement.
Yeah, it's
you
gonna
just
be
heard
great.
it first from
And
Chris
a pool
Bachmann
party
himself.
too. How about that, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Cool.
The biggest pool party in Long Branch at the Ocean Place. It's an amazing hotel and resort, and like Chris said, Class Kills team with 4am. We're going to take it down. We're going to bring a new venue to the shore, and we're really excited about that. So
Chicken fights, beach balls, lots of shots, plenty of Casamigos. I'm down, man.
yeah, dude, sounds like a blast.
I can't wait for the summer.
me, you, and
man.
you, and everybody else on this live stream right now. All right, hey Chris, man, thank you so much. Be safe, brother. We'll talk soon.
I'll
Right?
talk to you guys soon. All right.
All
Thanks,
right,
Chris. Talk to you later, bro.
God bless.
Do you wanna blow my horn? Do you wanna blow my horn?
I have everyone muted right now. Why is Bachmann staying, or am I kicking him out? Kick him out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're just getting the IT stuff together right now. Next up, we have Rick Wonder and DJ Chachi coming on. We're going to talk a little artist spotlight, talk about some of their music production, some new records. We got some unreleased Rick Wonder tunes. We're really excited to have them on here. I think we're going to get started in just a second, so sit tight.
What? Yeah. While you're dying? Let's see if those work. Did you recycle this camera?
Right now?
We're good now. Good? Yep. You want to sit down?
All right, Rick, Chach, we're going to go live in a second. Here we go.
Cool.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 17 of the Parlor Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, on the screen right now, we got my man, Rick Wonder and DJ Chachi, all the way from New York City. Hope you guys are doing good. Thank you so much for coming on the Parlor Talk. I know we got a lot of people excited to hear what you guys have to say, talking music, and just chopping it up. How you guys doing, all right?
Pretty good, pretty good. Just got back from Target, which is a mission.
Yeah, I could imagine, man. Scott, how you doing?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Scott,
Oh, I think he's muted. Hang on. Where?
Hold on one sec.
Oh, there you go. I unmuted you, Scott.
Hey guys.
Awesome.
How's it going?
Good,
Can you
dude.
hear
We're excited to have you.
There you go.
You know, we're just trying to make the best of the time. You know, there's a very interesting period of time right now where we have a lot of extra time. You know, guys that were normally, we'd be normally doing tons of gigs and things like that. But
We have all the time right now, so thanks for having us.
absolutely. So yeah, we just wanted to bring you on, kind of like talk a little more about just music production. I know both of you, Chachi, you've been putting out records for years. Rick, you're on the scene blazing, putting out some new stuff and your bootlegs, remix, and edits. I see them all the time. Chachi, your love remix, I play probably 6 times a week. So both
That's awesome.
both in my crates
It's really good.
heavily.
Every
But-
set.
every set. So
Every-
to just like just to kick it off, why don't you each just kind of introduce yourselves for everyone that's tuned in right now? Start with
What's up,
Rick.
guys?
Richard.
I'm Richard, aka SpongeBob, aka Rick Wonder, aka the guy that's really jealous of those white clothes in the back of that
Ooh.
dresser right there.
You
Hold
need
on a
us to
second.
send you
Hold
some?
on, before we continue this, hold on. What do I got? What do I got? All right, hold on.
What do you got?
A little Montauk. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I mean,
I got tequila.
Cheers.
Now we're all partying.
yeah, all right. But yeah, what was I saying?
You were introducing
I blacked out
yourself.
when I saw the white clothes. I'm kidding. Tatiana?
No, Rick, you got to introduce yourself. Who are you? What'd you do? Where you came from? Talk.
I just said I'm SpongeBob. No, Rick Wonder, New York City DJ, producer, open format, house music. Yeah.
You have a
Big,
couple.
much
Great.
big fan of the Pioneer 900, by the way, than the S9. I like the S9 out of convenience, but I'm a much more 900. Was it the SRT2 or whatever it is?
Yeah,
The
Nexus
Nexus,
two,
the Nexus
Nexus
setup, or that whole setup.
All right.
Way
so
more.
You like it better. You flow on it better.
Like light years better. I like having the effects on the side, the filters on the top.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
S9's good for convenience, but I go like this when I'm trying to hit everything.
Yeah. You're so used to the 900. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Real quick, you have a couple residencies too, right? You want to just
Yes. In New York City, One Oak Avenue, Catch Steak, Dare in Atlantic City, Porta, one of my favorite clubs. in the
Love
history
Porta.
of
Shout out to
clubs.
Porta.
Yeah, I mean that's some of the local spots. Once this is over, we'll get back to more. But yeah,
That's what we're looking forward to, man.
All right.
yeah.
All right, DJ Chachi, go.
Okay. I get to one up Chris. I've been DJing for about 23 years. I've been traveling the country for about 15. I have residencies in Boston, Florida, San Diego, Miami, Connecticut, and a bunch in New York City. About 4 or 5 years ago, I took over 4 a.m. So myself and Madison Back are the owners. I have a deal with Spinning Records in the Netherlands. Let's see. One of my releases has over 13 million plays on Spotify, and I manage Rick Wonder.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, man. Yeah, that's killer. And you were in Vegas for a while too, right?
Yeah, I've been playing in Vegas for probably like a decade. I mean, all the way back to like those Tuesdays at Pure that AM put me onto. It's been a good run.
Yeah, that's fantastic, man. So traveling all over the place, seeing a bunch of different crowds, I think that's really killer, man. But you guys primarily 4 a.m. holding it down in New York City.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. So, I think part of this we really kind of wanted to like talk more about like the production and you producing the artists. I know Chachi, you mentioned one of your tracks has a lot of Spotify plays. Talk to us about that
Sure.
release. Yeah, what's the name of the track? How can we find it?
So that one is it's a cover of Land Down Under by Men at Work. That one came out on Source, which is a sub label on Spinnin'. So if you just go to my Spotify page, it should be the first one. And then I did a cover of No Letting Go, Wayne Wonder. That one just broke 1 million. And then I just put out another record called Again, featuring Zach Downtown, which is a good friend of mine in New York City. That one's at about 200,000 right now.
That's killer, man. And the Spotify streaming thing has just flipped the music industry upside down, man. Because
Crazy.
right,
I mean, it's the new wave. I mean, it was records and, tapes and CDs and MP3s. And then, who wants to have MP3s anymore where you can have the whole world at your fingertips.
We do. DJs, we need MP3 still.
Don't forget about us.
I DJ with waves only. But
No, seriously?
Who?
Is he? He's joking, right?
I have
Yeah.
a 95 terabyte hard drive in my
You spend the extra 75 cents on Beatport for the WAV files?
I have sometimes.
Sometimes.
Me too.
Like,
Me too.
seriously, I have.
Guilty.
If I really like it.
techno records. He loves those.
Oh yeah. Too bad. Too bad. All that stuff you got to either play it in Miami or in the UK.
I play it right there.
Fucking
Right there, set up the
love
live
it, man. I
That's
love.
it.
I love it. Yeah, Rick. So talk to us a little bit about. I know you're putting a lot of edits and remixes out. What is that thing? It's a coffee-
This is
that
my
a coffee
little,
table?
I want to DJ at my desk when I want to play something. Oops.
What,
I click this
SB2?
thing
What
up
is
and
that?
I play 3. As soon as this whole thing happened, I ordered one, shipped it so I can play at my desk when I want to.
Smart man.
Listen to techno.
Got to keep the skills fresh, man. We got the J set up right here, right in the office, because you got to just keep playing music. I love you guys are doing. Talk about your live stream. You guys are going live on the 4 a.m. page and your personal pages. Is that every night, or what's the deal with that?
It's not every night. We're trying to like replicate the weekends, I guess. We've moved our slot to like 11 p.m. Eastern time because there's not as much competition going on. Except last night, T-Pain and Lil Jon kind of took our shine, but that's okay. It's all right. We're just trying to like make people have fun, make them dance at home. I mean, it sucks for everybody, so we're kind of trying to do what we usually do, which is just bring a little bit of joy and a little bit of a chance for people to forget everything that's going on right now.
Yeah, I think like last week when it first started, last week until now everyone's doing live streams. So I agree with you guys were saying earlier that like not like doing it every single day kind of gets a little bit tired out. Whereas like now, we're trying to do like what 3 days a week, like a weekend.
Yeah. I might do one tonight.
Maybe follow them on the gram. Check them out. No, and I love that, and then it's like putting out good energy, and I think people are looking for stuff to do. So we've found some success in the live streaming music piece. The problem I think the challenge everyone faces is that like Instagram takes the feeds down, Facebook, YouTube, everything will pull your streams. So you got to like be careful, because I know some guys that got banned. Like I know a guy that he can't even go live on Instagram anymore. They just took it away.
Really?
Because he just kept getting pulled down. But
I haven't heard. Yeah, we haven't gotten pulled. I don't think yet, right, Rick?
We haven't gotten pulled. We've gotten muted a little bit, but
yeah, but that's
that was
okay.
really it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it depends on the labels from what I found. Sony is the worst with it. Anything signed by Sony, they'll take it down and they won't let you post it back up. It's been bad. So avoid the stuff signed by Sony.
that's been some of our experience and like some of the guys that we work with. But no, I love that you guys are doing it. And I think it's good to put that positive energy out there, because everyone's got their following, and it's good like to get like connect back with them, especially like engaging with them on the microphone, like all that stuff's like super important. But
we've been engaging with like new fans.
Yep.
I mean, like every night we're always kind of like asking people where they're from, and like we always get like I got like Australia and like Singapore the other night, like and then at the end of the night we're both like, hey, did you just get like a bunch of follow? Like it's happening. I don't know. And then we're doing the most traction on Facebook for sure. I mean, one of our first ones did like 10,000 views or something like that. Like I'm putting up numbers.
no, that's great. And we love to see that, and we always support. We're always logging in. We're trying to keep up, because we know so many DJs, and it's like the top of my Instagram. It's not even stories anymore. It's just 50 people are live at any given moment. So it's like you try to support everyone.
Yeah, there's this one DJ out there. I don't know if you guys have seen anything crazy like this yet, but there's this one guy, he spins and then he lets girls join his thing, but they have to twerk in the background while he's spinning. And like hundreds or thousands of people will like join and like watch this guy while it's going, and it's hilarious because these girls are just like twerking on their beds.
I've been asking Rick to do that, and he won't do it. I don't know why.
He said, "Who's standing on your couch?" in the last live stream, and I jumped on top of our couch, which almost made me land on the DJ equipment. But it was good. It made for a good live stream. I'll say one thing. I think the one beneficial thing for us with the live streams is we get to play stuff we wouldn't normally play.
Yeah.
Our sets in nightclubs for the most part almost become not cookie cutter, but there's only so much you can go in a certain direction.
Right.
Whereas a live stream, it's like, yo, if I want to play like emo rock stuff for a half hour,
Yeah,
The
who
view
cares?
count might go down, but it's something to try or experiment or I don't know.
And practice or like, just like kind of work on our chops. I mean, like it's really just kind of practice for us, and then it gives us a chance to play some stuff we wouldn't usually play, and like maybe show some of our fans a side of us that they didn't know we had, or they didn't know we had like such versatility in our library or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. And you get to dig a little. You get to dig a little bit deeper. You get to play maybe edits you haven't heard in a while. It refreshes some of your crates, maybe your creativity, or gives you an idea to produce a track, or I think all that
I'm
stuff.
mostly DJing to like impress Rick. That's really where I'm at. And I think that's kind of where we're both at. Where like I'm DJing for him to like, because we kind of like sit and like work on our sets while the other DJs, and then I wait for that like turn, like okay.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a little DJ battle you guys got going on over there.
It's not so much a battle. It's like a try to up each other up a little bit.
Yeah, it's like more like admiration of like each other's like skill sets. Yeah. Or like sometimes I'll go into like a little like scratch thing, and like Rick will just be like, "All right, I don't want to DJ anymore."
I said in one of the live streams, I was like, I'm nervous to play, but really behind like our streaming cameras, I was standing there like, how am I gonna follow this up? Like, what do you? Come on.
Yeah, but he has like strengths I don't have. Like some of his mixes and like his energy and like his song selection, like it like. We both have our strong suits, like where my scratching might be a little bit better than Rick's, like his song selection might be better. Like we both have our thing.
Yeah, I think that's true with most people.
And it makes it kind of like interactive in an episode. People are looking forward to the personality types and the different styles. The contrasting styles, I think, are a plus and a benefit for people watching. So I love that.
Yeah, he's a little funnier. I take a little bit more alcohol to like loosen up a little bit, Like,
it's fair. All right,
it's funny in real life we're besties and we're like literally yin and yang. It's like we should go eat salads. No, we should go eat pizza. What?
I love pizza.
Yeah, complete opposites.
No, that's awesome, man. I love the energy you guys are putting out. I think it's really positive for the community. We do want to dive into a little bit about some music stuff. So, Rick, you sent us over an exclusive here. Why don't you talk to us a little bit about it? Is it an original? Tell me.
So it's an original in a type of genre that I don't really do often. So more like bass house, like harder, like electro stuff. It's still like a house song, but it has more like dubstep and different elements in it. I've been working with this little chop sample that I wanted to do something with. I didn't know what I wanted to do with, and then I actually sampled the movie The Town. One of like my favorite lines, like one of my favorite movies ever, and it kind of just all fit together to have this like really energetic, kind of like remember that Knife Party track that's like you blocked me on Facebook and now you're gonna die.
Yes.
It's
Classic.
It's kind of that kind of vibe in a 2020 song, which if we want to close it now, I'd be playing every night. But check it out. I mean,
that's awesome, man. Yeah, I got it queued up on the left deck over here. All right, so we got some unreleased, brand new Rick Wonder joints. Chris is gonna spin it right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lower your volume, guys, just while I hit this.
We went right from the top. We'll let this one soak.
Rick, this comes out Friday?
Town people trying to get down.
We don't have any mixers, so this is just tequila.
Wow, you're going hard over there, Rick.
people trying to get down.
I'm about to play an R&B set tonight. Let them know.
All around town, people trying to get down.
Fire stuff, Rick. I'm loving that. That's super 2020. Obviously, you know the bass house stuff is just rocking right now. A lot of stuff I really liked about it. You know, I think the sounds are unique. I like the drop slaps. I mean, I'm listening on studio monitors over here, and it's knocking. So, nice job on the mix down. Just all around. I mean, that would definitely be in my sets. And I know Chris loves bass house. He's like
Love bass house.
He's a bass junkie.
Yeah, love bass. Love that
I never really
Brazilianish
produced that kind
sound.
of stuff, but it's more like one of the harder tracks I made, and something. It's fun. It's different for me, at least for like my stuff that I've been putting out. So.
No, it's good, and the you're really in genre, right? So it's like very like well branded. I feel like, and that sound, like that synth sound, super wide, like it's gonna slap. It's gonna slap, and I'm looking forward. To playing that out. So that's awesome, man. Thanks for sharing it with everyone.
Thanks. Excited to put it out. Excited to. I mean, we've been singing Chachi for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
We've been sitting on for about 2 months. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's got a couple more in the chamber too. So we're gonna try to figure out a good release schedule for his stuff because I want to make sure the world hears his music. It's fucking great.
Yeah, no, and that's
after
good.
After this happier stuff, there's gonna be more happy music released after this. The next 2 releases are like more like piano-y. What's that Dua Lipa Diplo song?
Don't start now.
Don't start.
No. Yeah, it's more stuff like that. It's more like happier, fun stuff. This was the hard one. I want to put this one out first.
No, I think it's good, man. You gotta have like a wide range, right? I think that's important when you're producing. Are you guys primarily in Ableton or Logic? What are you guys using?
Ableton.
All Ableton, yeah.
Good. Yeah, that's we like to ask that. I think there's, it's kind of like whatever flavor you like. They all the DAWs do the same shit. We just find it a lot easier. Like guys in our crew, we all use Ableton because we're all swapping. We're on Splice where everyone wants to kind of jump in and play. So it makes it easy when everyone's kind of on the same platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like whatever works for you and gets the job done and you're most comfortable with is what. It's just for us. It's always been Ableton. It's just for the same reasons like that. Like you can click and save, and before Splice, it was I can Dropbox, Chachi the session or whatever, and you can just share stuff, update stuff. It's a lot easier. Ableton's always been a go-to. Serum is a good plugin that we've always been using. Nexus, all the Splice sample library is actually amazing. Just pull different things and try stuff out. And Serum is a good plugin that we've always been using. Nexus, all the Splice sample library is actually amazing. Just
sorry, we're getting some reverb. Hold on.
Serum is a good plugin that we've always been using. Nexus.
My bad, guys. Hold on 1 second.
What was that?
Sorry, we got a crazy feedback loop over here.
Yeah, everything just went delayed. It went to like Bachmann screen or something.
All right, we're back. We're back.
It seems like we're back in shape, man. Yeah, that's cool. That's some good stuff. So talk to me about some of the 4 a.m. I know you guys have a lot of venues in like New York and like in the network. So maybe Chachi, you want to talk to us a little bit more about that? Because I know you guys book at a lot of different places in the city.
About the different venues that we play?
Yeah. Like your primary spots.
Like if you look at Rick's schedule, that's kind of what we're at. I mean, it's like Avenue, Tau, PhD, Marquee, Catch Steak, 205, Public. I'm going blank. Rick, help.
Then there's all the national stuff.
That's mostly like New York City, but like we work a lot with Dare in Atlantic City, Dare in South Florida,
Park San Diego.
That's dope.
Avenue in Los Angeles.
Memoir the Grand. Grand Shrine.
Our Boston family, where it's the Grand and Memoir, Shrine.
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia, we're at Down.
Down. Yeah.
Being put
That's
on
a really fun room.
Makes me forget all of them.
No. I was just, I was just asking. Like, I know you have a really big network personally, and then you guys play at like a lot of those venues. What is like your favorite party right now? If you could pick like one of the like hometown, like New York stuff, like on the island, like what would be your favorite party to rock right now, personally?
Go ahead, Rick.
I would say it depends on the mood. I love playing hip hop at One Oak Avenue in Tao downtown.
Oh, I totally forgot One Oak. Go ahead.
I love playing house music and my big room, sets with like future bass and all that stuff at Porta. That's one of my favorite clubs to play that kind of music, which is kind of local, right? I mean, it's not that
local,
far.
sure.
Yeah, outside the city.
Tri-State.
It's close enough.
205. That's like, 205 is like a 90s, early 2000s iPod shuffle. It's like all the songs you listen to in a car that you don't want anybody to know that you're listening to in a club.
And that's what you play. That's what you rock there.
No, literally like 205. I'll go from my Semi Charmed Life remix into Stacy's Mom, into Whitney Houston, into Silk City, into Levels, into Brown Eyed Girl, into T.I.
And it just goes off.
Like literally, that's my set. It's like an iPod shuffle of a set, but it's so much fun. And people go there like, yeah, step on my shoes, spill a drink on me. I don't care. We're just having a good time, and that's like old New York stuff. It's like it still lives in certain places. People don't care about bottles. People don't care about what Snapchat filter they're trying to hide their face with. They just want to have fun, get shit faced, probably throw up in the corner, and hopefully get laid. And
love it.
That's kind of the best parties.
That's the best.
It's
and those
old
are
school open format. It's really like it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
And those are far and few between in New York City because everyone knows it's like it's known for the bottle service style mentality, right? Where there's the Saudi prince bought a $50,000 table and he's giving you $100 tips to play Drake over and over again. You want to shoot your brains out.
Yeah, I mean, we were real lucky to like create a relationship with Joe at 205. He was like an old Chachi fan from like way back, and then being able to like incorporate the rest of the team into 205, like Rick and Clutch and So Dope and D-Star all like still like embody that old throwback kind of like mashup style, and it gives us a chance. It's like refreshing to just be able to play that shit again. Like, we can only play DaBaby and all that bullshit like
garbage
once in a row before you want to jump over a bridge.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Chach, Wednesdays at Catch.
And Wednesday and Feel Good Wednesdays.
Feel Good Wednesdays, yeah.
So I mean, Feel Good Wednesdays is something that Rick kind of pioneered. And it is an entire party based on only feel good music, which could be new or it could be old, but it ranges from like the Bee Gees to like maybe fun, newer Drake and stuff like that. Bruno Mars, sing along, everybody's dancing. It is like, it's no mumble hip hop or anything along those lines.
Love it.
Rick's been doing it for like 2 or 3 years now, and it's every Wednesday. It's probably one of the funnest parties in New York City.
Yeah, we closed for a couple of months in the dead of winter.
Yep.
Just because it's like it's that time of year and everything's going on. But usually do every Wednesday, and it's just a lot of fun. And our only rule is that we can play anything we want and not have to play anything that we want. So it's kind of like a doorman's discretion for music, which is kind of cool.
I love that, and that's far and few between in some of these places, man. So you guys are lucky, and I'm sure excited to kind of get back to it because obviously I didn't count, but the list is extensive. A lot of really good parties, man, which is cool.
So, Chachi, I got one question for you though. What would your number one recommendation would to someone who is looking to get into traveling more as a DJ?
So I feel like that rule hasn't changed since I was trying to get into traveling, and it's whatever market you are in, you need to own that market. And it's like Rick is a great example. Like Rick has been, in my personal opinion, like running New York City for quite a number of years now. He DJs the most on our team by a mile. He works way more days than he is off. And then other markets pay attention to the A markets, which is like your New York, Miami, Las Vegas, or what have you. But like you have to own your market before other markets are going to be interested into you. So take your market and kill it, and then spread the word.
Yeah, I love that, and that's just really golden feedback because a lot of people like. There are a lot of guys I know that are super talented regionally, and they just haven't crossed that invisible line that exists between local guy and traveling at a market guy. So I think that's fantastic feedback. You know, for anyone looking to do it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
no, great advice.
Oh, that's killer stuff, man. So we appreciate it. So make sure you guys follow Rick and Chachi. We put your Instagrams are up on the live feed.
Cool.
You know, go support them. Check out some of their content. Both really well curated. And like I said, they got the live stream going on a couple times a week. So keep an eye out for that. Both super talented dudes putting out some sick music. So we appreciate you guys coming on Power Talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thanks,
for having
guys.
us.
Having us.
All right, boys. Have a good one. Be safe.
Bye, guys. Have a
Be
great
safe.
night.